Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video that I thought I'd make as the battery inside my Taranis has just given up the ghost. This was actually manufactured, if you see in the back of there, you can read that, 31st of the 10th, 2014. So this is a loyal friend and one that's starting to show signs of age. Now there is a little battery inside. One of these actually in this case, a little CR1220 battery that is inside the radio that's there to back up all of the settings. It's separate from the main battery at the back, and because essentially this is a little computer, it's there to keep the memory working. Now you can tell when yours is giving up the ghost because you'll lose things like the date and time, and also some of the other settings might start to misbehave as well. So if you have the same problem as me, let me show you how to fix this. It's really straightforward. You don't need any specialized tools, just a steady nerve and a Phillips screwdriver. So the first thing you need to do is to take out the 6 screws, and you can get to them on the back of these radios without taking anything off. Make sure that you disconnect the battery before you do anything, and make sure that you've taken out anything from the JR bay. And the other thing that you need to do once you've taken out those 6 screws is also to loosen off the little shoulder pieces here on the 2 shoulder screws that are both connected to the front part, the silver part on this radio, and the black back part as well. If they aren't loose, then they will kind of keep the case together. Once you've done those pieces, then the whole thing will open up. With the Taranis, there's a couple of cables typically that hold the front to the back, and it opens like a book. And once you've got that, then you can see the cause of the problem. You're looking for this little silver disc, and that is the battery that's finally give up the ghost. Now, you can get those batteries from pretty much anywhere. I went to my local computer shop and they didn't have them. So in the end, I had to order a couple from Amazon. So it came in a 2-pack. This one will go in the drawer in case one of the other radios misbehaves. Now, to remove the old cell from the radio, what you have to do is get a small flat-bladed screwdriver and just push the little spring-loaded bar out the way, and then the cell will just pop up and gently lift it out of the way. To put the new cell in, what I would do is make sure that everything is clean, and you've probably already noticed that I am resting my radio on a folded shirt just to make sure that I don't scratch anything. And just be careful of putting any pressure on the gimbals as well. That isn't a great idea, so do have your gimbal protectors installed if you're going to be face down. So what I would do would be to cut open the pack with a pair of scissors and then to try and not touch the battery. That way you're not leaving any fingerprints or anything that might corrode the contacts. Slide it into position. Now use the end of a pencil to just click it home, and then once it's done, then it's the exact same operation backwards. Close up the back, do the 6 screws, pop those 2 pieces on the corner into place, reconnect the battery, power it up, set the date and time, and then it will remember that from there on in. Again, the battery should last a long time. My original one has lasted the best part of 6 odd years, so hopefully this one will last me a long time as well. The only thing I might do with this radio is I might go redo the calibration, because I think the throttle gimbal isn't reading as cleanly as it once was, but that's how you do it. Now, if you have a slightly different radio, the steps will be very, very similar. It will usually involve going inside, and there will be some kind of button cell. It might be a bigger version, 2032 or something else that is in there. If you're not sure, have a look online, have a look in the manual for the radio that you've got. Or what I did, because I wasn't sure, I opened the radio, ordered this thing from Amazon after going into a couple of stores and not being able to find it, and then plugged the battery back in after about over a day without having the battery installed, and it doesn't hurt the radio at all. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that demystifies it. It isn't particularly tricky. If you have the same issue with your radio forgetting date and time and some of the other settings, then you need to replace this little memory backup battery. Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organised into easy to follow playlists that if you're trying to learn a topic will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.